Yo, it's crazy to me that producers stay stuck not pitching their music for TV placements because either they don't, I don't know, they don't think their music is good enough yet. They don't know who to send it to. They don't know all the steps to take. And I understand it because I guess I was there at some point. The only thing is I didn't stay there long. I was just like, okay, I don't know the answers to these questions, so I have to go figure it out. So I went and figured it out. But sometimes, depending on, I don't know, your personality, whatever, sometimes you just get stuck in this perpetual state of just overthinking the entire process instead of taking the first step. So what made me think of this was a producer had left a testimonial inside of our Sync Producer Hub community. I have it pulled up here. So it was Amarion, and he was just like, yo, locked in with two sync companies. Those are publishers that specialize in music for media. Says, I just started sync not long ago, 5 days to be exact. I'm going to read that one more time. I just started sync not long ago, 5 days to be exact, and already locked in with two companies directly who worked with Microsoft, Ubisoft, MTV, Rockstar Games, and more. This y'all signal to keep going no matter what. You owe it to yourself to be the best you can be and not one of these quote unquote what if people. And I agree with Amarion 100%. It's amazing that he just started like 5 days ago and he's already seeing progress because he's taking the first step, the proper step of just like, yo, what's the first step? The first step is building a playlist of music that you can actually pitch to these companies to see if they're accepting music, right? Now, the challenge with that is most producers don't know what's the best music to pitch to the company so that I don't get rejected off bat. And I teach you that in Sync Producer Hub. We go through that in the Road to 10 Placements course. I go through that in the How to Structure Instrumentals for TV course inside the community. You know, we're answering questions in the community. All of that, like you get the answers to that stuff, right? So there's no reason why you should be stuck there. We show you how to build a playlist and all of that stuff. But you gotta take that first step because that's going to unlock the next step and give you more clarity for the following step. And like each step you take unlocks the next step and it becomes more clear as you take each step. You don't have to have it all figured out at once. And I know a lot of producers get stuck and it's just like, yo, there's still a lot of questions that I don't know. I don't fully understand how royalties work. I don't fully understand how or when to register my music with the PRO so that I collect the sync royalties and all that stuff. Listen, I break all of that down. But not only that, when you start talking to the publisher and they want to work with you, they break it down. They show you in the agreement what that looks like in terms of splits and all that stuff. But you got to get through the first step. And that's building a playlist. And even that, you don't have to have it ready. You can start with like 3-5 tracks. But a lot of times when I'm reaching out to companies, I'm not even sending music at first anyway. I'm just reaching out to see if they're accepting submissions. Then once they hit me back or they tell me what their needs are, then I can craft something and know exactly what to send them based on their response. And then from there, it's just sending it and it's reaching out to the companies and sending the music. If they accept it, go for it. If no, then if they say no, then just follow up. But there's no reason for you to like stay stuck and feel like, oh, let me get ready first and then start trying to monetize my music through licensing. Like, no, like you get ready by doing the work. You get ready by taking the steps. You gain experience through like doing stuff, like taking action. So like don't get stuck. Omarion took like massive action. When I say massive action, that's just like, yo, I'm gonna join Sync Producer Hub and I'm gonna start implementing this information immediately. Those are the results you get from taking massive action, where you don't sit on the information. And there's a lot of producers inside of our community who are doing the same thing, man. They don't sit on information, they learn it, but then they implement it. And that's the difference between having information and having intelligence. Like, you could know a lot, right? You could know the process of getting TV placements inside out. But if you don't apply anything and know when to apply certain strategies, when to submit certain types of music, when to follow up, if you don't have the intelligence that's gained from the experience of doing the thing, then you just somebody who just know a bunch of stuff. You just a know-it-all, but don't do nothing. And you don't want to be that, because usually those people are broke. And, intelligent people know how to give value to the marketplace. Those who are winning in sync, those who are getting sync fees, royalty checks every quarter, placements, these are intelligent people because they know how to apply the information that they learned. And that's the difference, man. That's the difference between people who are winning in this space and those who, who just talk about it in theory. So shout out to Omarion. Shout out to the Sync Producer Hub community. I'll link it in the description. If you are trying to figure out a way to make money with your music, you want to build your credibility as a producer, you want to give your music purpose and get it off your computer. It's just sitting there, it's not doing anything. Sync licensing is a great way to do that, because you don't need any connections. You don't need any, accolades, or like be, some huge producer, or be signed to a big major publishing deal. In fact, it works to your advantage that you're independent in this space, because we make up like the majority, like over half of the music that you hear, like the production music you hear on TV is from independent producers like us. So, click the link in the description. I'll pin it in the comments as well. Join Sync Producer Hub and surround yourself around like-minded people like Omarion and other producers in the community who are seeing results from taking action. We have producers in there who are sharing their wins. They're getting placements. We have producers who are just starting out, didn't know anything about sync, but now they're rubbing shoulders and having conversations with people who are more experienced. And then they're guiding them, they're helping them, they're answering questions. We're listening to music. We do live Q&As and feedback every week. So it's important to surround yourself around, people who are doing it. It's going to keep you encouraged. Once you see those wins being dropped in the community, you're going to step your game up. Like, listen, I can't be sitting here, relaxing. Like, people are out here getting these deals, they're getting these placements. Let me step my game up and get on it too. And it keeps you motivated, man. It keeps you challenged. It inspires you, and it's just dope, man. It's just dope to just be around other people who have the same goals as you. So, yeah, man, check it out. Shout out to Omarion. Shout out to the producers who are winning inside Sync Producer Hub. I just wanted to share that with you because, again, I come across a lot of producers who, like, man, that's the one thing that's holding them back. They're just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know who to submit to, or I gotta work on my mixing skills. We got mixing courses in the community. Like, listen, just come fresh. Come fresh. We'll teach you everything you need to know. Unlearn everything you done learned past decade. We gonna reteach you everything. Start from scratch. And we're going to get you from 0 placements to TV placements. All right. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.